All right, Korsun Pocket, Decisive Battles of World War II, SSG, and Matrix Games. Continuing on, actually, the last tutorial, tutorial lesson number 8. At this point, it should be pretty clear, but I'll say it anyways. This game, Korsun Pocket here, has a very nice, first of all, very solid design, which is what I would absolutely expect from SSG. But the game also has a very comfortable, solid traditional war game feel to it, and I think that it comes through. It's not just a feeling. So it really, any time I think that I have any kind of inkling to play a hex encounter game on the Eastern Front, and don't want to take the time to sort counters and setup, or don't want to play both sides, this would be a game I would definitely reach for. So Lesson 8, topics covered: viewing supply distribution, viewing supply truck operations, supply changes during the turn, isolated units, and how supply structure works, how the supply structure works. So viewing supply distribution. So this is very traditional. All your units receive supplies once each turn, provided they're within the supply distribution net. If a unit begins one of your turns within the supply net, a full allowance of supply will be issued. If not within the supply net, a unit must move into it any time during the turn. As soon as it does so, a full supply allowance is issued. Units which remain outside the supply net receive only basic supplies. To view the supply net, go to the control panel. Down here in the lower left, click on the Show Supply Net button, bottom row center, Show Supply Net, short key or hotkey S. All right. It is very simple. Hexes within the supply net are shaded green. Hexes without are shaded red. All right, so restore the map there. Furthermore, the units themselves display their current supply state. Check the small dot in the upper right corner of each unit. Either on the battlefield or in the unit display area. Okay, so let's look at the first engineer. What am I looking at? Green tells you that the unit has received full supply this turn. Consider an example. Select the first tank destroyer battalion. All right, let's follow the example from the book. First tank destroyer battalion. Is it that one? Nope, that's first armored cav. Tank destroyer. Here. First tank destroyer. Okay. Hex 3712. 3712. In the unit display. Whoops. What happened? What? First tank destroyer unit display area here. Right click on the linked red yellow movement bars. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. They have that picture here in the player's guide. Movement bars bring up the movement pop-up. The unit receives its basic OP allowance. 6 units always get their basic allowance, whether within the supply net or not. Okay, where's that? There it is, basic. Okay. Basic, automatic, 6 OPs. And it's in supply allowance. Delivered, has been supplied, 8 OPs. Okay. It breaks it all down. Furthermore, its bullets have been restored to the maximum. Okay. The bullets have been restored. Restored to maximum. Remember, once a unit moves within supply net, it always receives the full allowance it is entitled to. All right, let's look at there. Well, that's one bullet. It's the same thing, huh? Okay. Gray tells you that a unit has received only basic supplies this turn, but still has at least one unexpended bullet. Okay, are they talking about because there's gray. Let's see if that's supplies received this turn, basic, delivered, 0. Huh. But it does have at least one bullet. Okay. So gray, I'm looking at this gray, the button there. Received only basic supplies this turn, but still has at least one unexpended bullet. Consider an example. Okay. All right. Select the CCA Regiment, 1st Armored Division, Hex 33-6. I should have just used the example in the book. 33-6, 33-6, 33-6, 33-6. Okay, so select the select C. Okay, that is CCA. There, CCA, 1st Armored Division. So now they're probably going to look at this one. Oh, I just noticed now the red background to the primary equipment or weapon type icon there. Okay. Bring up the movement pop-up. That's this one. The unit received its basic OP allowance. Yes. But no in-supply OP. Okay, so this is like I already looked at. In red, delivered, 0 OPs. Bring up the movement pop-up. But no in-supply OPs or restoration of its full bullet allowance. It still has one effective bullet remaining. Little half one there. Okay. Okay. Select the 10th Infantry Regiment in Hex 29-2. This unit has a maximum of only one bullet, but it wasn't expended last turn. Alright, 29-2. Excuse me. 29-2. 29-2, okay, that's that one. Has one bullet. It has the red background behind the icons too, and did not have delivered supplies. Okay. Red tells you that a unit is in deep trouble. I guess there probably aren't any reds on here. Okay. Red tells you the unit is in deep trouble. It received only basic supplies this turn, and its bullets are used. That makes it isolated. The effects of being isolated are listed in a later section. I like that. So the isolation is more than just a positional thing. Viewing supply truck operations. This is the first time we have looked at supply units. Using them effectively will make a major contribution to your battlefield success. Select 1st Corps A, Hex 1310. Nope, not that one. 1310. Select it, 1st Corps A. In the unit display area, you'll see supply units do not have attack values. Yeah. Okay. Instead, they have the notation full, out, or a value between 1 and 25. 1 is nearly full, 25 is nearly out. Here it says full, though. This notation generates a supply burst value measured in OPs. Okay. Right-click on the battlefield pop-up and move the cursor over the supply unit. You'll see the burst value is 20 OPs. Okay. So battlefield pop-up, move the cursor over the unit, supply burst 20. There it is, supply burst 20. Measured in OPs, right? Okay. How far that supply burst of 20 OPs will project your supply net is delineated by a line of small green triangles conforming to the hex grid. Huh? Okay. I get. Oh, okay. They mean that green line there. Because now we have the blue and red lines for the front line and green for this. Okay. Small green triangles conforming to the hex grid. Here's something you must remember. The supply burst value shown is for the next turn and the projected supply net on estimation of the situation next turn based on no changes in territory or interdiction. Okay, moving on. Where you place your trucks makes a big difference to their effectiveness. Roads connected to a friendly supply source are best. To view the best locations for your supply units, go to the control panel. Back down here, they're right there, show supply gradient or hotkey G, and like that. Hexes shaded green are excellent, basically on the roads and in parts of the cities. Blue is okay, so a lot of this area is okay. Yellow will do in a pinch. All right, so what's a marsh? Okay, marsh makes sense. Not sure why the forest there, but okay. Woods. Okay. What's over here? Mountains. Okay. And red is worthless. So up here in the mountains, why that one? Marsh. Marsh surrounded almost entirely by river. Okay. So okay, next section, supply changes during the turn. The aim of this section is to take you through all of the supply changes that can happen to a unit during a turn. Let's put in an attack on the enemy units in hex 33-3. 33-3. 33-3. Okay. Far end of the line there. Okay. Move 1st Armored Battalion, 1st Armored Division from hex 29-3. What's that? Nope. Where is it? 1st Armored Battalion, 1st Armored Division from 29-3. That's funny. That's 29-3. That's not that's 1st Armored Cavalry. Huh. Typo, I guess. To hex 33-2. 33-2. There. Okay. Move 10th Infantry Regiment from hex 29-2 to hex 32-2. 32-2. Okay. So 10th Infantry Regiment. 10th Infantry Regiment. It's not those ones. 10th Infantry Regiment. Should have known that. 32-2. 32-2. Alright, move 1st Infantry Regiment, 1st Infantry Division from hex 30,4 to hex 32-2. Okay, so that's probably there. 1st Infantry, 1st Infantry Division. Okay, so space bar to unselect those other two and just take the 1st Infantry, 1st Regiment, 1st Infantry Division from hex 34 to 32-2. Okay, move 2nd and 3rd Infantry Regiments, 1st Infantry Division. So I'm spacebar to select both of them or all of them. From hex 34 to hex 32-3. Let me do that. There, space. 32-3. There. Launch an attack against hex 33-3 and hit the max button. Okay. So again, I choose a unit. There. Boom. Max. Okay. I did that. And max button and odds are 7. No, they're not 7 to 1 or more. Huh. Why did that happen? It says the odds are 10 to 1 or better. But I have 9 to 1. Huh, what happened? Am I supposed to keep going? No, that's... Huh. Wonder why. Huh. Wonder why I got something different. Oh well. Press the fire button. Rolled a 1, which is, yeah, pretty bad. So there's my roll of 1. There's the result, DR. I mean, still DR. Actually, all of them are DR. But it is the lowest possible overall result. Yep. Okay. Starting on the top and working counterclockwise, we have the following. Okay, so the defenders retreated. So do I... Oh, yeah, they did. All right, so... Do I exit? Well, I'm not going to press exit. I'll look ahead. I don't actually see that, so let's try that. Okay. Now it says, I'm not sure this is going to be the same. Starting from the top and working counterclockwise, we have the following. First Armored Cavalry. First Armored Cavalry, yes, has gone from gray to orange. Yeah, they are orange. Using its action capability, it still has at least 1 bullet remaining. Yes. All right, the 10th Infantry Regiment. 10th Infantry Regiment. Oh, I was wondering why you get those extra buttons. I guess you get extra... Yeah, I still don't know why you get extra buttons there. Oh, because it's a stack, I guess. Oh, so it's showing... Okay. I mean, here is a yellow and a red there. Yellow and a red right there. There's a yellow and a red. So I guess it's an amalgamation there. Okay. 10th Infantry Regiment there. Ooh, it has a red background. Has gone from gray to red. Okay, red corresponding. Using its action capability, has no remaining bullets. True. And it is now isolated. Now, would I know that? I guess. Isolated. Well, it's isolated. Oh, okay. All 3 regiments of the 1st Infantry Division have gone from green to yellow using their action capability. Whether they have bullets remaining does not matter. So like here, 1st Infantry does not have any bullets left, but is yellow. It's yellow. Okay. There's a full list of supply downgrading that can occur in a turn. Click on the Show Supply Net button. No, it's that one, right? Show Supply Net, S, hotkey S. Okay, Show Supply Net button to view the supply net. Select the 2 or 2nd Tank Destroyer Battalion, hex 33-7. 33-7. 2nd Tank Destroyer. Where is 2nd Tank Destroyer? Alright. No. 33-7. Okay, timeout. I guess timeout. How do I... This was in a lesson a long time ago. There we go. Okay, so I click 2nd Tank Destroyer to the top of the stack. Move it to hex 31-7, which is within the supply net. 31-7, 31-6, 31-7. Okay, so I'm going to move it. Okay. The unit goes from red to green. Yeah. So it's green there. Okay. Covering its full supply allowance and is no longer isolated. Okay. Other supply upgrading can occur. Units with a gray dot will become green when resupplied. They cannot have used their action capability if they have a gray dot. Units with an orange dot will become yellow when resupplied. They must have used their action capability to have an orange dot. Okay. Isolated units. Isolated units are particularly vulnerable and also cannot use their anti-tank capability. Attacks against hexes containing only isolated units receive a number of advantages. Any combat result, even an asterisk. Let's look at even an asterisk. Okay, there's an asterisk. So even an asterisk will force a retreat if any other combat result is achieved against an isolated defender or defenders. One additional casualty is added to the stack's result. Furthermore, any isolated unit which cannot retreat or must retreat into a hex which did not contain any friendly units before the combat will take one additional casualty. Sounds very tabletop X Encounter game-ish. An example of the isolated units is the tank destroyer unit in hex 33-7. Tank destroyer unit in 33-7. An example of an isolated unit is tank destroyer unit at hex 33-7. It's interesting. That's off again. 33-7. Tank destroyer unit. There's no tank destroyer unit there. Huh. How the structure works. Supplies for your troops are adjusted only in your turn whatever state a friendly unit ends your turn in, then that's the state it begins in for your opponent's next turn. Your supply sources are scattered around the map edges in your rear area. So we're talking about these. Okay. Yep. Right click on the supply source graphic near hex 18-6. Yeah, I should have said 18-16. Okay. Move the cursor over the matching supply source. Okay, okay. In the bottom of the battlefield pop-up, you were told the supply source operates for the red force. Okay, supplies red force. And that it supplies trucks. Click on the Show Supply Gradient button again. I guess that's hotkey G. There we go. The combination of all your supply sources has acted to produce this gradient. So a supply unit or truck depends on several factors for its efficiency. At maximum efficiency, the supply unit is rated as full. Let's just... Alright, let's try selecting it. There we go, full. Okay. At 0 efficiency, it is rated as out. Anything in between represents a reduction in its maximum capacity, which will mean a smaller supply burst. Keep an eye on your supply ratings and always play with the supply truck area option on. Factors which can reduce supply unit effectiveness are weather, ground condition, interdiction, and enemy controlled or contested hexes adjacent to the supply unit. Once the supply unit has calculated its effectiveness, these supplies must be broadcast to the troops. Click on the Show Supply Net button. Unselect unit. Okay, Show Supply Net. This shows you which hexes are within the supply net for this turn. Yeah, we already talked about that. Alright, remember this supply net was cast with the supply unit effectiveness values of the previous turn. And that's it. That is the tutorial in 8 lessons. Well worth the time. And it is Korsun Pocket.